Got a bunch to the left. Trevor drops. Fires middle of the field. The ball is going to be caught for the touchdown, Jacoby Myers. And Jacksonville is in the end zone and has taken the lead. Dropping the throw. Trevor looks, lots of time. Now fires back, corner of the end zone, in the middle of the end zone, touchdown! Brenton Strange in the middle of the field. A 21-yard touchdown catch from Trevor Lawrence, and Jacksonville has extended the lead. Trevor under center. They run it with Tootin. He lowers his shoulder toward the goal line. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown run, and Jacksonville is extending the lead. How good is that?
F you guys, bro. Like, what? Like, you're coming after me on punt. Like, whatever, bro. Like you're 1-10. Cool. And just move on.
1010XL 92.5 FM presents Jaguars Today with your hosts Mike Dempsey, Tony Smith, David Garrard, and Dylan Denmark.
Get him, Dewey. Gotta love him. Gotta love him. Jags win. They take care of business. A little business trip up to Nashville. Welcome in, everybody. Happy December. Rabbit for those of you who celebrate. And happy yesterday, one day late, 32nd anniversary of the Jaguars being awarded, or Jacksonville being awarded the franchise yesterday. And on that day, Liam Cohen took him 12 games to help the Jaguars double their win total from 2024. So we got a lot to dig into today on a Victory Monday. Mike Dempsey, Tony Smith. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning.
How are things?
All good.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of a, pretty methodical taking apart of the Titans yesterday.
Yeah.
They're a bad football team.
Yeah, David and I were talking about it just a moment ago before the show started. It's something we never get to say about the Jaguars for a game that has any kind of meaning. That was boring.
The second half, the fourth quarter was pretty boring.
Like, Tennessee offered that little resistance that it was just like, all right, just
Now, don't
finish
get me wrong.
it.
Love the victory game.
Yeah.
25-3, we'll take it all day. Nobody's complaining about that. Wish a few less guys had gotten hurt in the game, but we'll touch on that. But you were not impressed, I guess, what you saw of your first extended look at Cam Ward yesterday.
No, it was hard to watch. It was hard to watch just because, when you've played, you want to see a good football game at least, even if it turned out to be the same score. I just knew from the start the way his feet were, the way he was moving in the pocket, like it just seemed like every time the ball was snapped to him, he was just trying to figure it out right then what he should do. I don't know where the guys are running. I don't know particularly what the timing is here. I'm just going to do my best to try to get you the ball. And then when I have a little bit of pressure on me, I'm going to dance back here in this backfield because that's what I see on Sundays. Every Sunday, I see guys moving around. That Patrick Mahomes guy, man, he just makes guys miss, travels up the pocket there and makes these throws. But you could see when a guy that has very little information on what to actually do on each particular play, and then he's starting to get hit, you could just see like he was just becoming a shell of himself. And it was like, just get the ball out wherever you can. I don't care where your feet are. I don't care where the receiver is. Just throw your arm in that direction, and maybe the ball will hit him in stride. And that's what it felt like.
And through all that, he completed 24 out of 38, which is okay-ish.
Yeah, those must have been everything right there in front of him or to the sideline. Even those, I don't care. I don't care what those stats just said. That was a very hard game to watch. Not particularly from our side, but of course, when you're not scoring more points in the second half, it makes the game, like you said, even more boring because they're not doing very much. And so I'm very happy we won, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, and look, Dewey said it after the game, Tony, is something to the effect. He said a lot of things after the game right there, which
he was on one.
The Jags are on one right now, a little bit of a streak, so why not? And, oh, by the way, congratulations to them for moving into first place.
Yeah!
On the tiebreaker of common opponents.
Love it.
With the Indianapolis Colts.
Just to see that picture on the screen yesterday made my heart feel
Jags
really
are
good.
The third seed in the AFC.
It made my heart feel so good.
Oh, how close was Washington to knocking off Denver last night?
I know.
Just for although very similar to the way that the Raiders lost to the Jags. Geno Smith threw that ball so low and got it knocked down, right?
And the running back was wide open in the flat.
Jeremy
or touchdown.
McNichols had for the 2 last night.
I mean,
Would've been the
yeah.
2-point
Sorry,
conversion,
for
but
the
no,
2-point
same,
conversion.
same,
Yes.
same effect.
To us, it feels still like we're throwing touchdowns.
Absolutely. you want full credit for that.
Yes.
Anyway, let's say hello to Coach Denmark this morning. Congratulations to your Florida Gators. Won the battle of the uglies
Hey, man.
on Saturday.
We beat Tulane's coach, or yeah, kind of. We got the Tulane coach that Auburn wanted, so that's what we have to plant our flag for.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that
And
who
Dave
Auburn wanted?
Caldwell.
I can't keep track of that SEC Game of Thrones situation with the coaching going on right now. And you did get Dave Caldwell, so
Yes.
maybe the
I
general.
was ecstatic.
The general will maybe he can re-recruit C.J. Henderson. You never know, and bring him back.
He got another year eligibility.
Well,
I heard.
Bring
it back.
Things are happening right now. I heard Prosser this morning saying this will be my last thing on this because we don't talk college football. You know what? I'm not even going to say it because it's not worth it. We don't talk college football. Jags are in first place. They're 8-4. This is Jaguars today. It's Victory Monday. We're happy about that, and we're going to celebrate that fact today. Was it perfect? No, it's never perfect. 13 penalties.
That was also
Way too
atrocious.
many.
Yes.
Atrocious. Right. Just
It
again,
also makes the game boring because it stops so much.
Oh, we got a
Yes.
nice first down. Oh, no, we don't.
no.
No, we don't.
Back up.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Trevor Lawrence, 16 of 27 for 229, Dave, with a couple of scores. We'll come out of the first break, and you can give us your impressions of how he managed the game, how he played yesterday, some of the good, some of the bad with that. Jags, not much of a running game either. That was an issue for them, but they get the comfortable victory, and you realize now, you look ahead, the Colts and the Jags play head-to-head twice. So let's assume you split with them. Well, the Colts have played Tennessee twice, okay? We played Houston twice. They still get the Texans. We get another one with the Titans. So everything else being equal in terms of splitting head-to-head, major advantage, I think, based on the way the schedule sets up, which is why, Tony, a lot of us had the Jags struggling in the first half of the season, then hitting this point and getting on a roll down the stretch.
Yeah, we thought it would be a roll to maybe get themselves in contention for a wild card.
Or
Yeah.
I had them winning the division, but it was sneaking into 9,
Yeah, 9.
in the last week of the season.
Given the history of the division, 9 might be enough to win the AFC South, right? Like, that's the feeling that we all had going into the year, and the back half of the schedule seemed to set up for that. Well, nothing happened in the first half of the year to make the back half of the schedule any more difficult, right? The Colts are wherever they're at right now. We'll see. You can really, it feels like, put them in some kind of top spin if you handle them this week the way that they have handled them for the past decade when that game is played here against the Indianapolis Colts. But beyond that, you got the Jets, you got the Colts one more time, you got the Titans, and you got the Broncos, right? Now, they got to deal with what they got to deal with because they still got to play Houston. They got to face you twice. Right? Like, they still have to deal with that twice, the Colts do. So, yeah, everything's right there in front of the Jaguars. Like, they could really set themselves up.
Right. The only thing they don't control is whether or not they get a bye, right? Because New England's a couple of games ahead in the win column. But theoretically, if you win all your remaining games, you're going to end up the number 2 seed because you'll beat Denver head-to-head. Well, I guess Denver would need to lose another game, right? Because they have 2.
You're a game behind them.
That's right. I was thinking they were only 1 game
They
ahead.
had the tight game last night. That last play, Mariota
bro.
just screwed it up.
Look, Denver is just winning the way they have to. They're very reminiscent to me of Minnesota last year, right? Gaudy regular season record. Sneaking by, and sneaking by is a good thing. Like, we don't win them all 25-3 around these parts, so we'll take the W's. We got a couple of overtime wins we're not giving back, and then they got to the postseason. They kind of got exposed a little bit last year. I don't know if that'll be the case with Denver or not.
Like, it is wild that we're at this point in the season, and Monday Night Football is tonight, and you may have been pulling for the Giants anyway against the Patriots regardless.
Now you actually have reason to.
Right, but tonight it's real. It's like, yeah, we need the Patriots to start losing, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's how
we got a
everybody
shot
kind of feels at this
thing
point.
with 5 weeks to go. So, all right, let's get into it from all angles today. If you want to get on board here, you're certainly welcome to it. 641-1010 on the Checkmate Coatings phone line, 641-1010 on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. You can stream us on YouTube, on Facebook, on X, and also you can hit us up on social media at MD_1010XL, at 1010XL Fat Tony, at David Garrard _9, and at 1010XL Denmark.
As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Exactly. Exactly. Nothing truer about hockey has ever been spoken.
Is that how the Titans played football yesterday?
Yeah, basically.
Kind of did.
Basically.
Let's try this football thing.
I heard about this game.
Let's
out
try
here
this quarterback thing
Sunday.
out
Let's
here.
go play, y'all.
All right, we'll come back. DG's going to tell us how he feels Trevor Lawrence performed yesterday. Then we'll field your calls, your texts, your tweets, your what have you in reaction to the Jags picking up a win. And that is today's Chad and Sandy real estate question of the day. What is your reaction to the Jaguars' 25-3 victory over the Tennessee Titans yesterday? You're listening to Jaguars Today on a Victory Monday on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars
Today.
from the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. The atmosphere of a college football Saturday is electric.
Get pregame news and notes you need to know before the games begin.
It's the Bueller Aaron Plumbing College Kickoff.
Served up by Sonny's Barbecue.
Friday night at 6 on 1010XL.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When mice and rats show up in your home or business, they can be a real pain. You need them out fast, before they have time to multiply. Terminix knows how to shut down rodents and will keep them from coming back to wreak more havoc. When rodents show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a rodent problem, Terminix is. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online just like I did. That's TERMINIX.com. TERMINIX.com.
Jaguars Today.
It's a Dream Finders Homes Monday.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
You already know it's your main man, E to the T, here for Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree draft. And with ball season here, make sure you're on the lookout for my instant reaction before, during, or after the game. All brought to you by Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree drafts. Come on, somebody.
Introducing the Jags Stack at Firehouse Subs. A sub so bold, we had to name it after the team that roars. Packed with protein and made to satisfy a football-sized appetite. It's stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, and roast beef. Topped with provolone fresh veggies and our new Duval drizzle. Order the new Jags Stack in the app right now. Available for limited time at participating Jacksonville Firehouse Subs restaurants. The hottest subs in
Tired of wrestling with your shower curtain like it's a slip and slide gone wrong? Ditch the drama and say hello to a smooth, stylish glass shower enclosure from Baker Glass. Why go glass? It's clean, elegant, and makes your bathroom look huge and brighter. Give your shower a makeover and feel like you're in a spa without the price tag. I'm Mac at Baker Glass. Call me and get ready to love your new shower. Let's make your shower great again. Remember, Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Jeff Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, or hospitality projects? Or top-tier residential service? No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and hard work. As your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team, Lloyd's is the name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
The Sawgrass Marriott Golf Resort and Spa is the perfect place for indulging in a pampering spa treatment. This holiday season, if you'd like to give the gift of wellness, get a gift card and take advantage of the spa's current promotion. With the purchase of a $75 gift card or more, guests get a credit towards a future service. With healing massages, revitalizing facial treatments, and more, a day at the Sawgrass Spa makes the perfect gift for everyone. Purchase in person at Sawgrass Spa during operating hours.
Hey, it's Angela and Brian Wall. How many companies do you know in this day and age that actually want their potential customers to call their competition and get quotes from them?
That's what Wonderworld wants you to do. Wonderworld knows there are other window companies out there.
But we also know those other guys. When compared to Window World, they can't offer you the quality at the price that Window World can.
And with Window World, you get the absolute best guarantee there is in the window replacement business.
If anything goes wrong with your new Window World windows, 5 years from now, 10, 15, 50, Window World and I will be there to fix it for you. You get peace of mind with Window World, and to top it off, Window World windows increase the value of your home. So look what you get with Window World. Quality windows, low price, the best guarantee in the business, energy savings, and an increase in the value of your home. A win-win for you.
Call Window World today and get your free in-home estimate, or see them online at windowworldneflorida.com.
Window World, simply the best for less. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. With over 1,800 five-star Google reviews, it was a no-brainer to have Closets by Design get us organized for the holidays. From closets to garages to laundry rooms and so much more, Closets by Design will design a custom storage solution for all of your spaces. Nothing says happy holidays like a home that is peaceful and clutter-free. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation before year-end and get 40% off plus an extra 15% off with free installation. Call 878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Just look me in my
David Garrard Monday on 1010XL is restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
All right, DG in the house, Victory Monday, Reaction Monday. This off your personal playlist right here?
Right here.
By request?
My man Marcus.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The Big Baby Drip.
Oh.
That's his rapper name.
Big Baby Drip. Y'all heard him.
I'm hearing him right now.
Go check him out.
I may have heard him many times in the past. I couldn't tell you, though.
Good intro to
All right.
any kind of radio station that plays any kind of Jaguar stuff. So, good job.
All right, so before we get to some of your astute analysis, which it always is when it comes to the quarterback position and football in general, according to the New York Times playoff simulator, which allows you to takes what the likelihood of different outcomes are the rest of the way, and all that into account, and it runs every time you run it. It runs 100,000 simulations based on what is likely to occur. And based on those simulations, right now, the Jacksonville Jaguars have an 84% chance to make the postseason. Beat the Colts this week, that number goes to 96%.
Wow.
Now, at this point, Tone, I don't know if anybody's going to be satisfied with the 6th or 7th seed wild card spot when you're in this position, but look, you could find yourself going into the playoffs knowing that not only do you get a home game, but if you win, you get another home game, potentially. I think the number 1 seed is probably not going to happen. I don't. The number 2 seed's probably not, but it could. But if you win your division, you'll probably be no worse than the number 3 seed, and there you go.
I mean, that's what anybody would want and would take right now in this situation. Yes, if those top guys keep getting knocked off or start falling a little bit, great. But for us, if we are locked in at 3, everybody in this city is going to be super happy.
Just beat the Colts this week.
Yes.
This is such a big game.
Yes.
You lose this game, your playoff odds go down to 71%. And now, that doesn't kill you. You're still very likely to make the postseason.
You don't want to limp in there, though. And,
you want to control it, man. And if you get this, because you'll have the head-to-head, you'll have a game of separation.
Yep.
The common opponent's tiebreaker is in your favor right now. The conference record is in your favor right now, head-to-head with the Colts. So,
just look how the Colts look right now. I mean, Houston, okay, you've already played them, so you don't have to worry about them. They're getting kind of hot.
Yeah.
But the Colts are not getting hot. They're cooling off. They got a quarterback that's got, a broken fibula, but their running game is where it's at. So they are still definitely potent at what they do, but I feel like with the quarterback situation laboring the way that he does and the way that Josh Hines-Allen is playing right now, he is not going to come off of this pass game and take a dip coming into this next one. He sees and can taste that Daniel Jones is injured fawn out there. So his radar system is on high right now.
He was fantastic.
Yes,
yesterday.
he was.
That tackle for loss was pretty spectacular.
The way he was just running those tackles back into the quarterback yesterday.
He was given credit for 7 pressures in the game, had 2 solo sacks in the contest, so he's extending his career franchise mark with every time he brings a quarterback down. So, Dave, speaking of the quarterback, though, this is your obvious area of expertise. So what did you see from Trevor yesterday?
Yeah, I felt like he was pretty good early, and then got into the second half, and the way the game flowed, it was just terrible. I really wanted to see one more touchdown go on the board in the second half, just so he could actually come out the game and maybe let Mullins go in and have his time. You want to be able to finish a game like that on a good note, and I didn't feel like he finished it on a bad note, but I just felt like the offense just got bogged down with all the penalties, Mike. I mean, his throwing of the ball in the first half was pretty good. Brenton Strange, the way that I started just following Britton on some plays, watching him block, watching him when he goes in motion and has to hit a defensive end to like cut the block or whatever. He is just a strong guy. But Trevor Lawrence early did fine. Nothing like kind of was crazy about him. He didn't do anything. Even in the second half, he wasn't doing anything that was hurting the team. It's just, I just hate how they got discombobulated a little bit. They let the way the Titans were playing kind of draw down their energy. I wanted to see them put their foot on the pedal and just gash them one more good time and then go sit on the sideline. But it didn't happen.
I wonder, I forget what happened, what the outcome of the drive was. Austin Trammell dropped that.
Yes.
What would have been, that was a beautiful throw. One of the best throws of the day by Trevor. Just, I mean,
It was perfect.
In the bucket,
Perfect.
you know, deep.
Sorry I hit
deep-ish
you in the
ball.
hands.
Right.
Throw.
Sorry, right in the hand. And that's the guy, Austin Trammell, that we may need to rely on now, Tone, going forward. Parker Washington, we don't know what his situation's going to be. Left the game with a hip issue. Looked like he was in pain. Austin Trammell's kind of like the one-for-one replacement, similar body type, you know, probably going to be your primary punt returner in Washington's absence, however long that may be. And I don't know, you know, anything about it. No one's told me they'll definitively be in absence, but I'm just presuming that it's going to be something with him. So, hey, it's good to have Brian Thomas back.
Yeah.
Made a couple of plays. The biggest one was sprinting his butt downfield on Jacoby Myers' 50-yard reception in the first half. And, I mean, like, you could just, the acceleration, and just took a guy completely out on the play. So it was good to see Brian Thomas fully engaged after a couple of games on the sideline, battling injury, getting back. Wasn't overwhelming statistically for him, but I thought a good first re-entry day.
Yeah, and it's probably just enough for him coming back from the injury, coming back from the time off. Just saying, you know, hey, get the ball in your hands, make the plays that come to you, and not try to do too much. We're not going to force feed you. We don't have to force feed you now. We got Jacoby that's able to help out, and we got other receivers that are making plays too. But it was good to see him out there because you still can see what he has, and he has way more than any other receiver on our team.
All right, let's get out to the lines for the first time this morning on a Reaction Monday at 641-1010 on the Checkmate Coatings phone lines. We'll start with Dave in New Jersey, first up today on Jaguars Today. Good morning, Dave.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Just, you know, I listen all the time. I call rarely, but it's a beautiful morning. I was smoking on this Titans pack. I have no mercy when we beat them. I love to punch on them. I have no mercy for their failure. I literally enjoy it. I say that to say I'm really confident in this team. I love the dog, like the skirmish and everything. I love the dog that the team shows right now. And I feel like it starts from the top. Obviously, leadership always starts from the top. I don't know. I'm just really excited for this team. And I'm looking forward to the coach, man. A close friend of mine is a big coach fan. I talk trash to him every year. I tell him every year there's a yearly hot L waiting for you. So have a good day, gentlemen, and looking forward to more of this.
All right. Hopefully we'll get that hot L delivered this week. But, you know, when
I'd like to see the Titans win a game or two down the stretch.
To not have the number one pick and get the windfall of draft picks. So they'll probably not use the number one pick. They'll probably trade out of there to a quarterback-needy team.
Yeah, go ahead. Beat the Browns next week.
I'm with you. You know, win some meaningless games. I was told yesterday the Jags have officially eliminated Tennessee from the playoff. picture mathematically.
I think they got the Browns and Saints still on the schedule.
Go win.
Yeah.
Hey, Cam Ward, want to see some development out of you. But in all seriousness, with Dave talking about kind of the dog in them, Dewey, again, talked after the game yesterday, like, man, we got a lot of guys who've been through the crap here. And he said, you know, when you get a new regime come in, a lot of times they just want to uproot everyone who's been here, but they tried to keep, and I'm paraphrasing here, try to keep what was worth salvaging. And we got this brotherhood that we've all been through a lot of grimy, nasty years of unsuccessful football. And now that we've got this opportunity, we're not going to let it slide, you know. And you're seeing it show up, Dave. They got a little edge to them this year, and you know.
Yeah, I loved it too, especially against the Titans. You know, as much as I was talking about Cam Ward and his feet and all that kind of stuff, I'm happy the Titans have him, because we're going to be kicking their butt for the next few seasons.
Let's hope that's the case.
Yeah, and I like the fieriness from our team too, especially when we're up on somebody and we're not the ones from behind trying to act like we're all tough and bad and didn't do nothing during the game.
Right. You got to love that emphatic first down signal when you're down 3 scores in the fourth quarter, that kind of activity. So, all right. Thank you, Dave, for getting us started. Let's go to Steven in Palatka next up here on Jaguars Today. Good morning, Steven.
Morning, fellas.
What's up?
I just want to say it felt great walking around Nashville this morning with my Victory Monday shirt on.
Oh, that's awesome, brother. That is awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
had to do it to him.
Yeah, well, absolutely you had to do it to him. Did you get a chance to get together with any Jag fans? I saw some bar takeovers being posted on social media. Did you get to congregate with some fellow Jaguar fans up in Nashville this weekend?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. After the game yesterday, Barstool was packed full of teal, man. It was a great time.
Love it, brother. All right, man. Well,
I want to give a shout-out to Logan Cook, man.
Okay.
That dude and Anton Harrison for stepping up long snapper.
Devon Hamilton.
Hamilton, yep.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
sorry,
That's
yep.
all right. You know what? I give a shout-out to Anton for not having his name called out much yesterday, which is always good for an offensive lineman. But
except during the fight, and he had his teammates back.
He did have his teammates back. All right, Steven, we appreciate it, man. I love to see Jag fans representing an enemy territory at all times. Yeah, Devon Hamilton, I kind of made a lame joke about. He's the new Travis Hunter now because he's so diversified. You know, you play defensive tackle, hop in there. I do wonder, why can't your backup center be you know what I mean?
I don't know, but
totally
apparently,
different.
did you see Devon in the locker room after the game? He said, I've been asking to do this for 6 years.
Yeah.
He's been wanting to be, try it.
Totally
at
different.
snapper.
Hey, bro,
Right. And then
it'll
you
extend
also
your
got to
career.
go run.
He did. You see the one where he covered? Oh, my
he got
goodness.
down and made a
D
play.
linemen are going to do it way better than your center is going to do it.
All right, fair enough. I'll leave it to the expert, and in this room, that is David Garrard. All right, let's take a break here. We'll come back and get more of your reaction to the Jags. 8-4. They've righted the ship seemingly with 3 straight wins. Yes, it's still disappointing that they lost to Houston in the fashion that they did, but that's getting further in the rear view. And let's hope that they're starting to take advantage of every opportunity.
Houston's still riding that wave. Jacksonville's not riding the collapse.
They are. You're right. That's a good way to put it, Tony. They didn't lose multiple games in that 1 fourth quarter, and hopefully it helped them show that resolve against the Chargers that they could blow them out. You know, it is a funny team though. 2 blowouts and overtime against a 3-win club. Yeah. it's the NFL,
That's the
bro.
NFL.
If you think
Panthers, LA yesterday.
That's right. Are the Broncos apologizing for batting down a 2-point play on the last play? No, they're celebrating a phenomenal win.
Absolutely.
On the road
Sunday
against
night.
a 3-win Commanders team with their backup QB. All right, this is Jaguars Today on a Victory Monday. Always fun on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Hey, folks, Mike Dempsey here. I was recently talking with Patrick and the team at Apex Roofing and Contracting. We all went out to lunch, and even in tough economic times, they wanted me to say thank you to their my listening audience, their customer base. Apex is a locally owned company. They truly appreciate every homeowner and business owner who trusts them with roof repairs, replacements, or construction projects. So from the entire crew at Apex, and from me, happy holidays to all our listeners, customers, and clients. And remember, for quality work for a team that cares about our community, that's apexroofingfl.com.
Jaguars Today. You're at the home of the Jaguars in the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Superior products, exceptional service.
Introducing the Jag Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duval drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duval.
Dreamfinders Homes, Monday.
On Jaguars Today. Now, the Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.
The good guys wanted to put an exclamation point on a special day, and they would do so, showing that they weren't to be denied while in Nashville. The Teal and Black would go on a 15-play, 71-yard drive, capped off by a Bashal Tootin touchdown, making the score 25-3 with 6:45 left in the third. The 6-minute drive is your Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game.
Attention small business owners. Did you know you can get 100% tax deduction on a brand new Cadillac?
That's right. Choose your new Cadillac and qualify for a 2025 tax deduction of up to 100% of the purchase price.
There's never been a better time to own a Cadillac and drive your business forward in style.
Visit Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville today for incredible deals and expert advice.
Don't miss your chance. Experience the luxury you deserve and the savings you need.
Plus tax tag title, $9.99 admin fee, and resistol on approved credit.
This holiday season, Universal Roof and Contracting is making it easy to check roof repairs off your list. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through December 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home and building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Julington Creek Pest Control has been serving our community since 1984. Our turf management program is an all-out blitz, granular fertilization, weed and insect control, keeping your lawn championship green all year. Quarterly pest control stops bugs before they ever cross your goal line. Family owned, locally operated, expert technicians, top quality products, no gimmicks, just winning results. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
Come to Monahan Jewelers' 48th annual holiday sale now with up to 30% off on GIA certified diamonds and up to 40% off our entire store. Certified diamonds, gemstones, engagement rings, diamond studs, designer brands. We're not a big box store. We're your local family jeweler with an amazing hand-picked inventory for every budget. And with interest-free financing, enjoy beautiful jewelry with a low monthly payment. Support your local family jeweler this Christmas with up to 40% off our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach open 7 days a week in December.
If you need a holiday gift idea, let Kuhn Flowers handle it for you. Hi, Flying Jacko here. Simply go online to KuhnFlowers.com and look at the wide variety of floral and plant arrangements. That'll make someone's day this holiday season. Time's running out. The $2,000 federal tax credits on HVAC replacement will expire December 31st. So call Bold City AC now. They'll help you upgrade to a qualifying energy-efficient AC system and give you $1,000 cash buyback for your old unit. So if your AC is old, loud, barely hanging on, replace it this month to lock in $2,000 tax credits and get $1,000 buyback from Bold City Heating and Air. Free estimates, next day install. But don't wait until it's too late. Visit BoldCityAC.com before the credits are gone.
I'm Elizabeth Graham, Army veteran and owner of Bright Star Care of Ponte Vedra, West Jacksonville. Veterans caring for veterans, that's where the true understanding begins. Our nurse-led team brings skilled nursing, personal care, and companionship to veterans, seniors, adults, and children right in your home. From daily tasks to advanced care, we help your loved ones stay independent and comfortable at home. Call us anytime at 904-709-4446. Bright Star Care, a higher standard.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I
Jaguars Today on 1010XL with David Garrard is restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
and they say that. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make 'em say
At least for the last 3 weeks, that's all the Jacksonville Jaguars have done. 8-4, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
4-13 last year. Miserable existence. Everyone hating life. Everyone hating the organization because of the presence of certain individuals who will go unnamed this morning, lest to not break up the good mood. And however we got here, right? And now Gladstone, Tony Pacelli was on with Dan and Jeff, and if you missed it, you can go back and listen on demand wherever you can consume your 1010XL content, our YouTube channel, certainly on the website. And, of course, Liam Cohen, just instilling a belief in him and kind of a fighting spirit in them right now. And they're going out there and scrapping and getting W's. And it's not always pretty in every category, but rarely is it, man. Just look around the NFL, right? The Rams riding high. And then all of a sudden, here comes Bryce Young throwing 3 touchdowns and knocking them off. And so does that mean we're as good as the Rams now because we beat the Panthers who beat the Rams who beat us? Does that make it even? No. You know what?
It does not.
This is not college football.
No,
we don't have to vote on which one of these wins was the best or losses was the worst. The standings will take care of that for us. All right, 641-1010. If you'd like to get on board, we've got Steve in Melbourne checking in next here on the Checkmate Coatings phone line. Steve, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Duo, there you go.
Oh, man, I got to give it up to the guys. The defense played their butts off. The back end did pretty good, kept everything in front of them. JHA did his thing. Saw a few things from the young bucks there. I thought the O-line did pretty good with all the moving around pieces. I thought Wyatt Milam did pretty good. Even with Cole Van Lanen moving around, I thought he did a good job. I thought we could have did more with the run, but, we blew them out in the first half, and it just kind of seemed like they turned more into a game management kind of thing in the second half. But Jacoby Myers has proven to be one of the best trades in a while that we've had. BTJ made a couple catches. Brenton Strange, the man beast, I call him, finally got in the end zone. And Trevor had a real good game. So, I mean, overall, I thought the team did well. Special shout-out to D-Ham for pulling double duty there for a little bit. And Logan Cook, man, you got a set of stones on you, man, not letting anybody push you around.
All right, I appreciate it, Steve. Yeah, he's checking a lot of boxes right there. But to go back over a couple of them, Jacoby Myers, Dave, how impressed are you with a receiver coming in midseason like he did, who has now led the team in receiving 3 out of the 4 games he's played here?
Yeah, I mean, I've actually always been impressed by him when he was in New England. Just seeing him because, of course, he was a quarterback before, and I'm always interested to see how quarterbacks kind of transition to other positions. And he was great there. He was great with the Raiders, and now he's here, and he's just given us a look at what a receiver that just comes to work, does their job, and does it well. He's not high flying. He's not a burner. He's not any of those things. He's just good at all those things, and that is a great representation for our receiving corps to be able to see. You don't have to be the guy that makes all these huge plays. Just make the plays that are in front of you, and especially when it's a routine play. Keep the routine plays routine. And he does that very well. He gives you so much confidence as a quarterback. You know you can put the ball around him because he'll make you right. Even if it's a bad ball, he'll make sure to knock it down, whatever it is. Whatever it takes, he's going to do the right thing for you as a quarterback.
I think, nothing exceptional, except maybe for the hands. The
hands
are
that
exceptional.
might be another level.
But good at everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, when you watched him yesterday, he runs that deep crossing pattern, picks up 50 yards, got the block we already highlighted from Brian Thomas. He looked fairly fast, right?
Yeah.
He was a 4.6 340.
I know he's not a burner because you never see them let him take the top off. Because you need somebody that's going to outrun everybody to take the top off. That's why BTJ is that kind of guy with his speed. But he's just a crafty guy. He knows how to get open. He knows what it takes. Even if you try to jam him up and use that, he's just real crafty. He's strong, and so he's able to fight those receivers. And then he just has that will when the ball is in the area, I'm going to go get it. I don't care who's around me. I don't care if there's a guy that's about to headhunt me. I am still going to go make this catch. That is the kind of confidence he has, and it just comes out when he plays. And it comes out naturally. He's not forcing himself to do these things. He's just doing what the play is called, and then he just makes sure he is right and the DB is wrong every time. Like literally every time, just the way he runs his routes. And so like I said, it's good for our receivers, these other young guys, to be able to see that so they can start to put some of those kind of tools in their bag.
Well, he shows you how bad the Raiders season is going.
Yeah, that too.
Right? Like you look at, they fired the offensive coordinator that they paid all that money to, right? They're not using Genty the right way for the most part this season. You look at the numbers so far for Jacoby Myers. He played 7 games for the Raiders this year, had 33 catches for 352 yards. He's played 4 games for the Jags. He's got 18 and 245 with 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like it wasn't in him. We know it's in him because he's here doing it. The Raiders just weren't using any of it.
And it's not like the Raiders have another guy that they've been force-feeding, so he's just been getting...
outside of Bowers.
Yeah, but they haven't even been getting him the ball.
Right.
You know, so I'm sure he's very happy to be out of that situation and to be here where we have more stability in what we got going on. And our offense is running through him right now, honestly. I like to see it being run through the run game, but when it's not working, you got him and you got the rest of the guys, and hopefully Parker Washington isn't too beat up to where he's not able to play this weekend.
Hey, you know, next man up, I suppose, right? And I always say, at least, next man up's not as talented as the first man up, usually, because that's why he's the next man
Trimmel
up.
is not Parker Washington.
He's not, but he'll have to go out there and make plays if he's called upon, you know, and that's just the way it is.
He does what he does.
Yeah. Jacoby Myers, man, look, I said in the pregame, Trevor Lawrence, all he wants for Christmas is a 3-year contract extension for Jacoby. I think we all might want that.
Absolutely.
At this point in time. Yeah. You want to drop some good news on us heading into the Colts game this weekend? Mm-hmm. We'd be open to that, I believe, Mr. Gladstone. All right, Jaguars Today rolls on. You want to be a part of the conversation? 641-1010 on a Victory Monday here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Hey, folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. The cooler weather, I think it's here officially. We're getting the highs in the mid-70s or lower. You get those chilly mornings sometimes, and you need that little warm breakfast sandwich in your belly to get your day kicked off right. Well, Dandy has your back like they've had my back for years and years and years. They can't wait to have me tell you about their newest product, the Twin Pack Cinnamon Swirl and Country Sausage, just part of a great full breakfast menu that Dandy provides. I'm really partial to their French toast, but any time of day, breakfast is good. But if you want a little pick-me-up in the morning, try it out. Twin Pack Cinnamon Swirl and Country Sausage. You get the sweet, then the salty kicks in. They are delicious. They are addicting, and you get a nice hearty portion at 7 ounces as well. And they're available at local daily stores all over Jacksonville. So any time of day you're hungry, pop in, check out the selection in the fresh case. And know Dandy has some great products for you. When you're hungry in Duval, do what I do. Go out and make yours a Dandy and do it today.
Jaguars Today. From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. Get the goods on Gainesville 24/7. Search 1010XL Gators on YouTube.
Chelsea here. Ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors before the new year? During Renewal by Anderson's December sales event, buy one, get one 40% off. And with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months, it's never been easier to say yes. Renewal by Anderson's Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Offer ends December 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
If Santa had a pit crew, it'd look a lot like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Fast, friendly, and they get the job done in 15 minutes while you stay in your car. No appointment needed. Just pull up and let their technicians handle the rest. With convenient locations, a 4.7-star national rating, and ranked #1 Quick Lube by Forbes, Valvoline delivers service even Santa would trust. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, helping Jacksonville reduce the stress of holiday travel.
Jaguars Today Monday is built by Dream Finders Homes.
Official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The mix of salty sea air and burnt rubber. The big skies, high banks, and grandstands. The rumble in your chest. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it. At the biggest race of the year on the biggest stage of a lifetime. The Daytona 500. You gotta see it to believe it. February 15th, 2026. Secure your experience now at Daytona500.com.
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Bari at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
The holidays are coming, and so is your family. Is your septic system ready?
Honey, why is the yard bubbling?
Dad, the dog's swimming in the septic tank.
That's one way to greet the in-laws.
Don't let a septic disaster be the highlight of your holiday dinner. Call Duck Duck Rooter today and get it fixed before Uncle Bob finds out the hard way. Duck Duck Rooter, your local septic experts. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. DuckDuckRooter.com.
In Northeast Florida, power outages are unavoidable, but losing comfort, security, and peace of mind doesn't have to be. With a Generac home standby generator from American Electrical Contractors, your power comes back on automatically the moment an outage begins. As Jacksonville's leading and one of the longest-running Generac dealers, American Electrical Contracting has the experience you deserve. Be prepared. Protect your home and family. Protect your business. Generac standby generators from American Electrical Contractors. Call 737-7770 or online at american-electrical.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. David Garrard Monday on 1010XL is restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
Everybody rocking that Victory Monday shirt. By the way, if you want one and you call in and you get on the air, you're going to come on the air and you haven't gotten one before, Dylan Denmark is in charge of the Victory Monday shirt collection. I don't know what we got left, bro.
We got plenty.
Do we? Okay. All sizes, or are we trending towards the smaller people now?
Yeah, the 2X, 3X, we don't have as many of those, but we have
Did we
XL.
ever have 3X?
Yeah, we got some mediums.
Okay. If you're a medium type person.
Medium, large, a couple XLs.
Yeah. Rock that Victory Monday, man. You're getting some good use out of it this year. We're just watching. Dave was showing us a clip, Tony, of the Myles Garrett, as Dave dubbed it, the Euro step.
He did a Euro step on Trent Williams, and it worked.
Kind of gave him a little, yeah, you have to see it.
And then he hopped like 3 people's worth in the air towards the guard and just ran straight to the quarterback.
So what do you have? His 19th sack yesterday, I think that was. So,
he only had 1 sack?
I think he only had the one.
He only had the one yesterday,
in the game yesterday, yeah.
It was that one I just showed you.
That was the one. That was the one.
It's a good one to have.
Now, the Jags got good pressure yesterday.
Yeah.
Got 3 sacks, and they did it without their sack leader, Eric Armstead, without Trayvon Walker for the 2nd consecutive week. It started out that Tennessee is a team that is terrible running the football. And they were, I don't know, gashing is the right word, but they're having some success up the middle in that first quarter of action, Dave. And it kind of had me a little bit concerned because, talking with Jeff Loggeman and Bucky Brooks on the pregame, they're like, yeah, we see Eric Armstead out here. He's got a club on his hand. Like, well, that's probably not a quick return, you wouldn't think. I mean, how concerning is it how much against the higher level of competition that we think the Colts will bring to the table to potentially not have half of your starting defensive line this week?
That's not good at all, because that means they will they have the potential to control the ball. It means Daniel Jones doesn't have to put himself into harm's way, not nearly as much, because they can just rely more on the run. So it's going to be a all hands on deck to stop Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
You do that, then you can make Daniel Jones be a little bit more one-dimensional by having to throw the ball. And we know he can make the throws. We know he has weapons down the field to be able to do it. His tight end apparently was deathly ill, and he still was able to play in the game and score a touchdown. So they still have the opportunities. It's, can Josh Hines, Allen, and the rest of those boys get after Daniel Jones enough to make him have one of those 4 interception type games to really help us and give us a boost. But their defense seems to be solid as well. So it's going to be a great battle.
Well, there's only one path to that, and that's 3rd and long.
Yeah.
Right? And you're only getting to that if you stop Jonathan Taylor.
Good luck.
Right? Like, that's their best player.
Yeah.
You can't let him be the best player on the field on Sunday. It doesn't mean he's not the best player going into the game for the Indianapolis Colts, but he can't be the best player on Sunday. Right? Yeah. Like, that kind of thing. It is that kind of test, and that's if they're without a couple of those guys this week. Look, Tennessee did early. It was like 14, 11, 10. Like, that's what they were running for on that first drive. And then the Jaguars did their job. They shut it down for the rest of the game. But Indianapolis is such a different animal. Like, if they get off to that kind of start, then it will feel like one of those kind of days. Now, do I think Jacksonville, if they get put in a game where we got to go punch for punch with the Indianapolis Colts, do I think that's necessarily a matchup that I would expect the Colts to dominate? No, not necessarily, but I think you can prevent punch for punch if you take away the jab that they have with Jonathan Taylor, but you got to take it away.
Yeah, and I don't know that you can take it away, but you can limit it and make it difficult for him. Don't let him have, 150 yards rushing, 2-3 touchdowns. You got to make him earn every little bit, and then when you get him in a pile, you got to continue to hit, and make him not want to do it nearly as much now. I mean, he don't care. He's the type of back, like, bring it on. I will carry all y'all to the end zone. And that's honestly, that's what the Jags want. They want to be able to see what kind of ball club they are, and can they stop their run game, and then our offense, can we go down and put points on the board?
Yeah, unlike Tajay Spears and Tony Pollard, Jonathan Taylor turned that 7 into 70.
Yeah.
In a hurry.
And it might be a pile, and somehow he just squirts out, and those legs are driving. And when he's out in the open field, good luck. It's hard to catch him.
You know what I love? The amount of time we're spending talking about the next game. Like, business was taken care of yesterday, right? There's, we did pretty well. We're not going crazy with it. It was a bad opponent. We put ourselves in position to have this game coming up next Sunday. And, man, if that place isn't, setting new decibel records, I don't know what's wrong.
It should be rocking and rolling. I mean, you only get so many games like this during the regular season where these games are this big. It's like a playoff game.
All right, let me get back to the lines here. Miguel in Fleming Island next up here on Jaguars Today. Good morning, Miguel.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Good. What's on your mind? Duval, right back at you.
Hey, just wanted to say how I've been here in Jacksonville since 1995. I think I missed one game. I graduated in '95, so I'm a die-hard Jags fan. Just got one question. Why, we have Tootin, that he's a very fast man. Why don't we run screens to him? And I'll kind of leave it off the air with that question.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good call, because he does have that kind of speed, and we should be trying to find ways to get him in space. We don't know yet what kind of back he is like that. Is he that kind of back that can go catch all those passes and has the wiggle for those particular type plays? But I like to see it. I like to see him get a chance. I'm sure they run him and try him in practice, and maybe they just don't like what they see. Maybe they're not really good at doing those kind of plays, but they definitely need to add those kind of plays to their arsenal, because you got ETN back there too, who's a great back catching the ball. So
I think that's why they lean on him more.
Yeah, there's not as much
comfort level.
And he's also a back that has just as much speed. He's not as fast as as Bashal, but he is fast enough to, have 75-yard touchdowns. So, yeah, if you've got those two guys, you're going to give the ball more to ETN on those slip screens and running back screens.
I just think it was one of those days the running backs are just not very heavily involved as it played out. They had 20 carries between the two of them, but that seemed like a game. When you play a bad team who's got one win and you end up winning by 3 touchdowns, you'd think you'd have like 35 carries.
Yeah, and
right?
I think their game plan was to make Trevor Lawrence beat them, which he did.
And he did.
Yeah, and that was their game plan. We're not going to let you guys run on us. That's one thing we can do with our D-line and our linebackers is take away your run.
All right, let's get Mike in Avondale before we hit the break. Mike, you're on Jaguars today. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Victory Monday for sure.
Likewise.
Hey, I just want to make a comment that being an old guy that I am and watching football for probably 60 years, one thing good teams do that we have not been able to do in years past, which is what you mentioned earlier, the next man up being really a starter too. And whenever the Jags had a lot of key injuries in the past, obviously the wins would stop, the momentum would stop, everything would stop. So I give a lot of credit to the defensive coordinator and Gladstone because now, even with Trayvon Walker out, which did affect Josh Allen, I think Hines Allen earlier, we are still rocking and rolling and having the pressure, even with Armistead out, which really worried me. And so just kudos to the Jags office for building a team that I believe now we are a playoff team.
All right, Mike, thank you. Let's hold that thought. Let's come back and talk about where some of that depth is showing up because, look, that's the thing. Certain positions, you just don't – the next guy's is not going to be as good. Like, you've got these other physical tight ends, but nobody replicates what Brenton Strange can do in the receiving game on this roster, as a for instance. So let's talk about that on the other side. Mike, appreciate the call. Hour 2 on the way. If you want to get in, 641-1010 on the Checkmate Coatings phone lines. David Garrard's in studio with us on a Victory Monday. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today for the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Check in Tuesdays for Jeff Lageman and Check the Tape Tuesday.
We'll keep you up to date with the latest and NFL news.
Tuesdays during football season on Jaguars Today. Checked by Napa Auto Care on 1010XL.
Your home deserves more than just another coat of paint. It deserves quality that lasts. At First Coast Paint, you'll find premium Benjamin Moore products, trusted advice, and the local experts who help you get it right the first time. Whether it's your living room, your porch, or your whole house, First Coast Paint brings your paint project to life. Stores in St. John's and St. Augustine. One name Jacksonville Trust. Mention 1010XL for 10% off. First Coast Paint. Simply superior paint.
Dream Finders Homes Monday on Jaguars Today.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window
World, simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
Hey folks, Ronnie here with Brandon Roofing. If your roof's got more leaks than your Uncle Jerry after too much eggnog, we've got you covered. Whether you need a quick repair or a full roof replacement, our team works faster than you sneaking out of your in-laws' holiday dinner at Christmas. Give yourself the gift of a roof that actually listens when you say stay together. From our family at Brandon Roofing to yours, have a Merry Christmas, even if you're spending it hiding in the garage. Visit us at brandonroofing.com. That's BRANNAN.
E.T. here for Twin Peaks. And are you or someone you know looking for a job where you can have a lot of fun and make great money? Well, Twin Peaks is the place for you. Twin Peaks girls, cooks, busters, barbacks, and more. Text WORK4TP to 85000 to apply. An equal opportunity employer.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
Here's your 1010XL local sports update, sponsored by Brennan Roofing. Jag head coach Liam Cohen is looking for fan support for the big game this weekend as they take on the Indianapolis Colts.
We need everybody. We need the city to show up and support us, and because we want to make them proud.
The Ospreys lit up UNF Arena Saturday night, blasting Trinity College of Jacksonville. 6 players hit double figures, showing off a balanced attack. That's your 1010XL local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 11:03, it's 67 degrees. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
David Garrard Monday is restored by
Resto Pros of Northeast Florida on 1010XL.
All right, we'll get to our 10-10 take. Tony will take us around the league coming up this hour. More of your reactions welcomed on the Checkmate Coatings phone lines at 641-1010. Jags win it. Kind of a business trip feel to it up in Nashville. Took care of it. It's always good to beat. This is the largest margin of victory, the most, I think that's what it is, Brian Sexton said, in the history of the Jags going to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
lopsided?
Most lopsided,
Wow.
right? And that's because they stink, right?
Yeah.
But we're pretty good as well, you know. But you think about all those years that we played up there, you know.
Yeah.
So don't ever take it for granted, particularly, you know. I know there's segments of the fan base, and we have this debate in the offseason now. Do you hate the Texans more? Do you hate the Colts more? Do you hate the Titans more? Some people always hate the Titans more for, you know, the Jeff Fisher era and 1999, and it's fine if you don't. You hate them all.
My era, you know. So that was before my time when I got here. I didn't know anything about that era, and I hate to say it, like when I say for you guys, that sounds weird, but I didn't know anything about that era. And when I got here, the freaking Colts were the best team, you know, in the NFL for so long, and so I've always hated them more. That's just me. But I can see why the fan base is. Then Titans were second, so it wasn't like it was, you know, that far off.
But the Texans have had the Jags number more often than not, and then the Azeez Al-Shaair,
like you got to play it in an era
year.
where Houston was miserable.
That's what I'm saying. So the Texans to me aren't that big of a deal, but I can see how now they're more of a deal.
There are probably still a few people that cling to the Steelers as the Jags' biggest rival, and so be it. Whatever, man. You root the way you want to root.
Too many times to have.
As long as you're all pulling against the Colts, this is true. You know, this is true. Let's go to Steve in Interlochen next up here on a Victory Monday on Jaguars Today. Steve, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Question for you.
would you rather play the Texans or the Colts in the playoffs? And did any of you guys get to watch the Texans game against the Colts? Do you think the Texans are a better team with Mills or Stroud at quarterback?
No, I don't think this is a ridiculous question based on how Davis Mills has played and how C.J. Stroud has played for the totality of the year. Honestly, I was thinking of this question myself today, and isn't it a great problem to have? Who would we like to dispatch in the playoffs? Right? But I don't know right now. I think
my answer is pretty solidly I'd rather play the Colts
because of the defense that the Texans have. Yeah,
that's a superpower that the Colts don't have.
Yeah, I hear you. I want to see what kind of form they're in, though. I mean, that's going to matter a lot. Like if the Texans are down Will Anderson and or Daniil Hunter, it's
but with the way things are going right now, they are red hot. And if they're a team that gets into the playoffs, they're going to be riding on the wings of that defense all the way through this last 2 months of the season. They'll be on an absolute tear going into the playoffs.
You're right. And my one concern against the Colts is Jonathan Taylor. Like that's a big concern.
He neutralizes a lot.
Yeah, because the Houston Texans has a really good defense, really good, number one defense. But we still can play with that. If Jonathan Taylor's on one, it is no stopping him. If he is on one and we are not rallying to the ball and getting to him before he gets to that line of scrimmage, that is a miserable day because then you just sit there and watch them punch him in our face the whole entire time. Like, that's miserable. A good defense, you can try to outduel a good defense, but, man, when somebody has a great run game, that's
right. I think the Texans, the issue with the matchup with the Jags is the Texans got that defense, and the Jags have never found a way to match up with Nico Collins.
Yeah.
Like, they've never really found an answer in that matchup to this point. They've won games, against Houston, but they've won games against the Colts too, and they still got two head-to-head. It's the Texans' defense would be the deciding factor in that.
I think if you don't have the complete collapse in the fourth quarter, though, we're looking at this different, right? We're like 17-10. We beat them the first time, and we were housing
There
them.
would be no one asking this question.
True,
If the Jags had held on.
but if everything else had gone the same, Houston would be a little further back, but they'd still be coming. They'd still be potentially.
They need a lot of help.
Yeah, they need some help,
Yeah.
but they get another one with the Colts head-to-head, and a sweep versus them could put them either way.
But I think I want the Colts only because of the way they're playing now. The way they started off this season, I would have been like, no, they're beating everybody 47-10.
Let's see how they match up against them this week, though.
But I need to see this game.
We get two of those.
I need to see this game before
I think it's
can
a great question.
really
I really
pass
do.
judgment. Yeah.
And by the way, it works that way. Once upon a time, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, 2005-ish, some backup quarterback came in and led this team, Jacksonville, to a hell of a lot of wins, and then the starter came back, and there was no question that we'll throw the starter back in there, and just didn't go
work
that
out
well.
that way.
It didn't work out that. So I mean, I get like C.J. Stroud. If you're starting a team, every team in the NFL would take C.J. Stroud over Davis Mills, but in a moment in time, Davis Mills is in a groove, and look, they won yesterday, so had Davis Mills won, it's 4 in a row if he had won in the same fashion. So it's a nice problem to think about. It's December 1st, and we're thinking about who we're going to play in the playoffs.
There hasn't been one time we've talked anything about any kind of thing about that other stuff.
That other stuff that happens in April?
I'm not going to say it.
Don't even bring it up.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's a good thing.
Let's see. Our man Darren went up to Nashville to go to the game, and he is checking in with us right now. Darren, a big Duval to you. Good morning, sir.
Duval! He got a crowd.
That's like a down and dirty Duval.
He's got a crowd with him.
I love it. We love it. What's going on?
Hey, man, me and the wife, we just had a great trip. We brought a big old truckload of ass whoop up here to Nashville, and we bringing another truckload all the way back to Duval. And man, we just had a great trip. The greatest part of the day yesterday in the stadium, besides the just the complete dominance of the team and the attitude that they're playing with the last 3 weeks. By the way, I swapped out my Trevor Lawrence jersey for Baselli's jersey 3 weeks ago, and we've not lost since. So Baselli saw my jersey yesterday when he was down on the sideline and gave me a good salute with it. And but the best part of it yesterday was listening to those fans moan and cry about their head coach that we were so glad that they fired. We may run into him in the playoffs, but we ain't got to deal with him twice a year in Tennessee anymore. And I can't wait for this next coming Sunday. We're going to be ready, and we are going to be showing up loud and proud, baby. Let's go Duval, guys. Have a great day.
Hey, Darren and company, we appreciate you very much. Darren fired up, man. And it's got to be a blast when you go as a visiting fan and you're all that's left midway through the fourth quarter, right? It's like, hey, let's move down to the front row, man.
Yeah.
And all you see are Jaguar fans because the rest of them have seen enough at this point in time. It looked that way in big chunks of the stadium in the first quarter, as a matter of fact, because, I mean, they're a one-win football team. That's where they are right now. But let's not let that be the case at the bank on Sunday, okay? If you've got any ability to get to that game, this is the one. You think the KC game was big. It was big in terms of atmosphere and all that. This game means so much more to give yourself a little breathing room at the top of the AFC South. We'll take a timeout here. Plenty more to do here on a Victory Monday, a Reaction Monday. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today from the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. Put some snap and crackle into your Sunday morning football talk.
Just had a big bowl of kicks.
On the Terminix Kickoff Show.
Live from Tailgaters Parking.
5 hours before kickoff. Activated by American Electrical Contracting and Campione Law on 1010XL.
The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open at World Golf Village, providing state-of-the-art screenings and diagnostic exams with no referral required. Same-day appointments are available. Call today or visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Jaguars Today.
You're settled into a Dreamfinders Homes Monday.
Morgan Conley Roofing isn't just repairing roofs. He's building a legacy for generations to come. Born here, built here, staying here. MorganConleyRoofing.org. License number CCC 1333544.
I'm Frank Franzi, and I just got back from the farm at Okefenokee. Man, it's incredible. Just an hour north of Jacksonville and Folkestone. I was so impressed. It's about connecting with nature, with food, with community. And now you can own your very own handcrafted cabin tucked into a 1,000-acre regenerative farm. Everything you need is there. You'll hardly need to go grocery shopping. Learn more about all of it at okefarm.com. That's OKE farm.com, the farm at Okefenokee.
There's a story in every signature. I'm Hacker, and during high school's early signing period, I'll preview this year's college-bound seniors. Spotlit by Bright Star Care of Ponte Vedra and West Jacksonville. A higher standard on 1010XL.
Local 234 plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and thank you to all the members and contractors for their continued support and partnership. Together, they've helped build a stronger foundation for Jacksonville since 1901. Enjoy spending time with your friends and families this holiday season. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Local 234, make the right connection. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. The online banking services are outstanding. So easy to use, depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Credit Union in the Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards for 3 years running, and it's easy to see why. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Bold flavors make great gifts. Buy a $50 Flame Broiler gift card for friends, family, or co-workers and get a free bottle of the legendary magic sauce. Visit any 5 Jacksonville locations or flamebroilerusa.com.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about being a peacemaker. Friends, so often we can only want to help people who are in our inner circle. But God never had inner circles. The world was his inner circle. And he's depending on us to make a difference and to leave our mark in this life. So go out today receiving his peace and then sharing it with the world.
To hear more inspirational messages by Reverend Dr. Nicholas Lowe, please visit our website at stjohnthedivine.com.
Awaken 180 weight loss. Awaken 180 weight loss. Hacker here, and I recently celebrated a birthday with friends and family, and a lot of photos were taken. And you go on Facebook and you look, and you have those memories of years past on the same day. And I saw pictures of myself from 2 years ago. I couldn't believe it. I absolutely couldn't believe it. That's back when I was over 300 pounds. I mean, I was in a bad spot in life with my weight. And now here we are, my birthday in 2025, down over 100 pounds, keeping the weight off. I look like a completely different human being. I can't tell you how many times I'm told that pretty much on a daily basis by people who haven't seen me in quite some time. Go to awaken180weightloss.com, awaken180weightloss.com. I'm living proof. If you want to drop the weight, Awaken 180 Weight Loss is your answer. 844-346-1800.
Hey, David again here with Royal Pest Services. It's that time of year when rodents start making their way into our homes. Layson, tell them what they need to get in.
A quarter-size hole.
That's right. That's all they need. Hey, tell them where to go for a free attic and exterior inspection.
Visit RoyalPestServices.com.
Look around and we know you've got options for gasoline, but those other places, they're not in the business of more. At Shell, that's what you get every day. Members get more rewards, more savings, more special offers. You'll even get 10 cents per gallon off of your first fill when you sign up, and save on every fill after that. Choose to get more and more with every drive. Join the Shell Fuel Rewards program today at fuelrewards.com. Offer valid at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply. Visit fuelrewards.com for more information.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. David Garrard Monday on 1010XL is restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
All right, we'll get back to your reaction calls coming up here in just a second. It's always fun on a Monday when the Jags win around these parts. 8th time this year. Why don't we fire up today's 10-10 take?
10-10
take.
Now, Mike Dempsey's 10-10 take. Brightened up by First Coast Paint. Simply superior paint.
I got kind of like two sides of this here. The first is the on-the-field stuff. Parker Washington, Trayvon Walker, Eric Armstead, Eric Murray. You know, at some point, the cumulative effect is going to get you, right? And so I'm hoping that, you know, none of these guys are season enders. Well, you know, Travis Hunter was the one big one. Obviously, Rand saw early before the season started, but hopefully we get some of these guys back. But really more the thing I want to focus on is don't squander this opportunity to enjoy what's happening right now. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good or the good be the enemy of the perfect or whatever. Jags are pretty good. They're not perfect, right? And you can look at them and say, well, we're not going to go to the Super Bowl with this or because of this. Okay, so? And how is that different than any other year in the history of this franchise, okay? That doesn't mean you don't have a chance to do that. That doesn't mean you can't make a run in the playoffs like they've done in the past. And that doesn't mean that this is the final sum total of the Liam Cohen, James Gladstone, Tony Baselli era of Jaguar football. It's only the beginning. We hope that they'll continue to build on this. But they're 8-4 right now. They're very imperfect, but they're 8-4, and the Colts are coming to your place, a place that they have not had any success. This is the one team the Jags have had it over. Playing Indianapolis in Jacksonville, you got a chance to gain a full game of separation plus tiebreakers over the Colts this weekend. It should be, it should be Monday Night Football times 2 on that, in that stadium, that atmosphere. And I just hope fans realize, we long for this, man. It's December, and we're talking about jockeying for position, not, man, we need 3 teams to lose this week, and we can move one game closer to that 7th wild card
win to
spot.
stay alive.
That last wild card. Exactly, yeah. Tone. Just appreciate it, enjoy it. You can fan however you want. They don't all come around. Next year's not guaranteed. You don't next year will be the year. Maybe you have some key injuries and next year's a wash.
Has there been a better year in the AFC to be an imperfect team trying to make a run than right now?
Woo. Yeah.
Right.
Get in the playoffs and maybe have no Lamar Jackson, maybe have no Joe Burrow, no Patrick Mahomes.
Right. Like New England and Denver don't scare me. I don't know why that would scare.
Not to the degree that those other teams.
Right. Like there have been teams previously in the AFC. It's like that's the power. Right. Like you got to figure out a way to get through Kansas City, Buffalo, and Baltimore. Good luck. Cincinnati when Joe Burrow's healthy. Good luck. Right? Like that's been the way the AFC has been for a while now. That's not this year's AFC. So you can be imperfect and still be a team that's competing for a Super Bowl in the AFC. And I think when we had a caller a few segments ago now that was asking about some of the things that have changed here in Jacksonville, right? And I look at the thing that exemplifies the change in Jacksonville to a better organization than they've been in a long time to me is 2 weeks ago was Emmanuel Ogbah. They made him a healthy and active on game day. He wasn't giving him enough, so they went to a couple of their rookies and said, hey, guys, give it a shot, right, for that week. Yesterday was De'Ami Brown. There's no more of this square peg, round hole. I brought him in. I got to make it work. Like that, at least for this year, is gone. It's evaporated. They're saying, what can help us win now? Like, what is the best path to making us competitive in the moment? And that is not how this franchise worked, especially with the previous GM that they had.
And, Tony, maybe De'Ami Brown will be called on this week, right?
Could be.
Parker Washington can't play. We need another body
Could be.
in there. And so got to be ready, Dave, right, when your number gets
played
called
this
upon.
week. He's played the last couple
Absolutely.
weeks. They've needed him.
I mean, Austin Johnson was inactive for a couple of games early. Had a sack this week. Just be ready when it's your opportunity.
You got to be ready to step up. You know, that's just what it is. That's what your job requires of you. If you're not the starter, if you're not a guy that's in rotation, you got to be ready to step up. So that means you've got to be doing stuff extra after practice. You got to be doing stuff extra during practice. You're probably just doing scout team reps. So that means you might have to pull some guys to the side after practice and say, hey, can we go over these things just so I'm ready? So I've had some mental reps during practice. Now I'm going to have some physical reps, but you're very limited on what you can do. So you've always got to be mentally ready. And I think that's what a lot of these guys are doing a good job of doing, is just mentally being prepared for when their number is called so they can step in and make some plays.
If one of Baltimore, Pittsburgh, or Cincinnati were to win the AFC North, and one of them will. I don't think Cleveland will get that. Cincinnati's 2 games back, but they have Burrow back, so there's some hope. Who would you rather make the playoffs, like as a potential matchup somewhere down the line in the postseason out of those 3 teams? Because I know who I'd rather face.
I feel like Cincinnati is kind of who I'd rather face.
I'd rather face Pittsburgh, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think their defense is suspect.
And their quarterback is beat up, and then they brought in Rudolph, and then he looked terrible, so you just never know what you're going to get. The fans were yelling fire Tomlin throughout the end of that game,
which is kind of nuts. Honestly.
It is kind of nuts. It just tells you how fed up a fan base can get with just making not just making the playoffs, but just having winning seasons. That's not enough for a lot of these guys.
You hear it all the time. If the Jags, I just want them to be competitive in December. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Okay, for the short term, you do. Yes. That quickly evaporates. Then, they were competitive, but they didn't make the playoffs. Okay, now they made the playoffs, but they didn't get a home game, then they didn't advance, or it's always more, and that's okay.
Yep.
That's the nature of being a fan.
But that's also
to build towards it.
That's also what the players want. So that's okay if we want more from our team, the players and the coaches and the executives. Everybody wants more from the team. So that's just part of sports.
All right, let's go to Mac on the north side. Next up here on Jaguars Today. Good morning, Mac.
I want to throw a wet blanket on this party.
All right, here it comes.
I wish we could have had this Nashville victory back in 2023.
Okay. I wish we would have won this. I wish we would have won the Super Bowl last year. And I mean, that's not a wet blanket on my 8-4 party. I mean, I can't control. Nobody can control what happened in 2023, Mac. I don't see how that is a wet blanket on what the Jags are doing right now.
I mean, yeah, we destroyed these boys last year. I just wish we could have won that game up there. And we'd have ran 2022 again. We'd have ran we'd have had a playoff, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. But
all right, woulda, coulda. You know what? For Mac, I wish we would have beat him in '99 in the AFC title game. So I mean, we could play that game all day. I mean, thank you. Enjoy being 8-4 and not worry about what got away from us.
I basically haven't mentioned it since the season got started, but if Mac's going to bring it up again, with all that we're talking about with new GM, new head coach, all the newness here in Jacksonville, do you really think they're firing everybody if they've gone to the playoffs 2 of the 3 years there? No. Right? Like if they had won that Tennessee game, I don't think the coach and GM and Tony Boselli are involved in the organization today if they had made the playoffs in 2020.
Maybe so, but nothing's guaranteed to you. So, like, if you send me back in time, I still want to win. You know,
I'm not saying that I would change. I'm not saying that I disagree with the idea of whether or not I would have wanted them to win that game. I'm saying they are not who they are today if they had won that game. I don't know if they'd be better or worse.
I
do not know.
Maybe they might be better. Maybe
Right.
they might be
but
worse.
I feel really good about where they're at right now,
Yeah.
so I don't want to change this.
That's why we don't dwell in the past.
All right, Mac, I don't know why
ain't helping
Why are we
nothing.
looking for a wet blanket to throw?
No.
On Victory Monday.
And for that.
I mean, right. Like, if you want to critique this year's team, there's plenty to critique.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the guys on this roster had nothing to do with that.
The wet blanket should have been the Houston Texans. That was the wet blanket.
They were
right
a wet
there.
blanket,
Gosh
right?
almighty.
That fourth quarter. All right, Mac, we love you, man. Richard in South Carolina next on Victory Monday. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, and
Duval.
I was trying to do it like the coach did when he first came on board.
Duval.
Cut me out there. Quick question. Right toward, I think it was right before the halftime, there was a play where the Jacksonville Jaguars had Trevor roll to his right, and that's where he went out of bounds and got hit in the neck, and there was a big scuffle there. And it was just like, I think, seconds before halftime. Why didn't the coach just use his good field goal kicker to try to just get some points there instead of having to run a play?
Was it because of the snapper?
Well, no, it would have been a 60-yarder.
Snapper into the breeze.
Yeah.
Right. The weather conditions. Cold, the ball doesn't travel as far.
Yep.
The wind was blowing. We couldn't see it as well on
Yes.
TV. And, right, you got a snapper who might get it excited and
I
hike
thought
120 yards the other way.
exact same thing that the caller is saying, but then I thought, okay, we don't have our snapper. And then I was thinking, I remember some of his snaps that had to be caught. Even the punter, who is like 6'9", he had to jump for one. The holder, he had to go up high for one. So you're asking Hamilton in a tough situation where the coach is like, yeah, I'm not going to put you in that situation. You're not ready for that kind of moment. But also, it's the end of the half. Like, let's give it a shot. But
I think it's a good question because I wasn't worried that Devon Hamilton was going to snap it 30 yards upfield and they were going to scoop and score on
and that wasn't going to start anything with the Titans that day anyway. But also, why didn't we throw the ball to the end zone? Like, what?
Well, I think Trevor just got flushed and he had pressure and
so I guess I'm asking, why wasn't it more like a Hail Mary?
I thought it was going to be.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
And I just think it was one of those that the pressure came. He was never going to be able to set his feet and launch it. And he was just like, all right, it's just not here. And then they got the double penalty because Arden Key roughed him. And then he got the unsportsmanlike on top of that.
And that's when they did kick it. Mm-hmm. And that's when the holder had to catch the ball high out of the air and bring it down. So they got it done. But, yes, I did think that in the very beginning, like, why are we not just at least throwing a Hail Mary?
Yeah, it's a good question, and I would have expected a Hail. I just think they blew that play up.
Yeah.
So maybe I would assume what else are you doing with 1 second?
I know.
You got to be streaking down the field.
You can't try to get somebody out of bounds. That doesn't work.
Right, that's never going to work unless you're just trying to throw. Even if you're throwing it up for grabs, I mean, that Hail Mary they never call pass interference on. So
no, they don't.
Yeah, but whatever. It worked out. Jags won it. And overcame some things where maybe they left a few points here or there on the field. That happens, but you're okay with it, or at least can justify it more when you win by 22. Richard, thank you for the call. We'll take a timeout here. Tony will take us around the league, and we'll get more of your reactions on the other side on a Victory Monday. Jaguars Today rolls on 1010XL, 92.5 FM. Hey, folks, Mike Dempsey for Pella Windows and Doors, and they've asked me to issue you a challenge. Go stand inside next to your windows, and if you feel a cool draft, you need Pella. The experts at Pella Windows and Doors can easily fix that with energy-efficient windows that'll keep the drafty air out and save you money every single month. And how does 0% interest for 60 months sound? Well, go to PellaJacks.com and schedule a free home energy checkup. That's PellaJacks.com, or visit their showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows and tell them you heard my challenge on 1010 XL.
Dreamfinders Homes Monday.
Jaguars today.
Non-stop Knowles. Search 1010XL Seminoles on YouTube.
Hosting the family holiday dinner can be a beautiful experience until your kitchen sink backs up before you've even served dinner.
Who tried to wash cookie dough down the drain?
We were making cookies for Santa and the reindeer. The reindeer like chocolate chip, too.
Great. Now we need a plumber and a new garbage disposal.
Superior Plumbing and Pipelining is no stranger to holiday plumbing problems. Don't let plumbing problems disrupt your holiday dinner. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining has you covered this holiday season. Learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
ET here, and when the lunch hour hits, fuel up like you mean it with lunch at the Lodge at your local Twin Peaks. With hearty, crave-worthy classics that hit the spot. Sink your teeth into our juicy cheeseburger and fries, grilled fresh to order and stacked really high. Or go lighter, but loaded with flavor with our fresh chicken Caesar salad. Or the fan favorite, the turkey avocado smash with sweet potato fries. Really hungry? Our crispy golden chicken tenders and fries are ready when you are. Quick from the kitchen, satisfying on the plate. Join us for lunch at the local Lodge, Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views. Home of the 29-degree draft.
Jaguars today for the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios.
You waited forever for your new fence. Then strangers show up. Subcontractors rushing the job. Sent by the company you trusted. Frustrating, right? Superior Fence and Rail promises better. Their professionally trained builders deliver quality you can trust. No subcontractors, no shortcuts. Just the superior craftsmanship your home deserves.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, superiorfenceandrail.com.
Hey, Jags fans, Tommy Mack here. Crown Royal is the official whiskey of the Jacksonville Jaguars. This season, it's not game day without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. Whether you're at the tailgate, in the stands, or watching from home, Crown Royal is the reason and the reward for coming together. Grab a glass with Crown Royal Rig at a stadium near you, because we'll be sharing the generous spirit with fans across the country. Crown Royal, fueling game day with generous spirit. Visit crownroyal.com/Royal Rig on the Crown Royal Rig Tour. Please drink responsibly.
We're certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Experience? Yeah, that's Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. They have the expertise and knowledge to take care of your money. For more info, go to itppartners.com. ITP Partners, they're my financial partners for life.
Non-compensated client testimonial may not be representative of all client experiences. No guarantee of future performance or success.
Jeff Lagerman for Napa Auto Care Centers. This football season, make sure your ride can get to that tailgate or travel to the away game safely and dependably. You can trust the ASE certified professionals at any one of the 29 independently owned Napa Auto Care Centers and the quality Napa parts they use. Napa Auto Care Centers can handle everything: oil changes, air conditioning, brakes, engines, transmissions. Napa Auto Care Centers offers a nationwide 24-month, 24,000-mile peace of mind warranty on most repairs. Find one near you at jacksnapaautocare.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
All right, Tony Smith, David Garrard, Dylan Denmark, Mike Dempsey here with you. Victory Monday. We all walk a little lighter.
Yeah, food tastes a little better.
Everything's good, man. Breakfast's going to taste great this week, Tony. I think, because you and I are not buying it.
Correct.
That's a big key.
And
you sweating it, Coach Denmark?
I'm not sweating it, but I'm like,
why that stupid game to go to overtime last night.
R.J. Harvey needed another touchdown. That's why. So, what do you got? D-Rock by like 25 or something?
Yeah, like 27.
27? Yeah, he's got Wandale tonight. So, I could use about 27 from Wandale in another league. So, I'll just let the chips fall where they may right there. As it's Coach Denmark versus D-Rock for the Breakfast Bowl this week. All right, Tony Smith going to take us around the National Football League.
Now, Gems Around the NFL. Brought to you by Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jax Beach.
Colts corner Sauce Gardner will be undergoing further tests today to determine the extent of a calf injury that knocked him out of their loss to Houston yesterday. On the second play of the game, he was unable to return. Arizona wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. left their loss and was unable to return due to a heel injury. Buffalo defensive end Joey Bosa left their win over Pittsburgh with a hamstring injury. Cleveland head coach Kevin Stefanski said that Shedeur Sanders will be starting again next week for the Browns, his third start there for Cleveland, and Dallas is opening the 21-day practice window for cornerback Trevon Diggs.
All right, boy, saucy story on Sauce Gardner right there. I mean, look.
Yeah.
Injuries happen. I'm not feeling sorry for the Colts, but it's a reality that they only had him for a couple of snaps, right? If he plays, could he be the difference in a 4-point game? Absolutely, he could have been. So maybe if he plays that game, the Colts win, and we're like, all right, they've righted the ship a little bit, and they're rolling in here. But, Dave, I don't know if you saw him walk off the field yesterday, or walk wouldn't be the word
I
to
saw
use.
the play, yeah.
Right, and well,
they had to help him off.
By the time they decided to send him to the locker room, had an arm around two different guys, and could not put any weight on his left foot.
Yeah, I just saw this about 10 minutes ago. Ian Rappaport putting out regarding Sauce Gardner. Calf strain is what they're calling it, week to week, with the hope that he's back at some point in the regular season is what they're saying.
Yeah, he's not playing
after the MRI.
And it could literally just be in the calf. But anytime I see it, I mean, I just always think that Achilles is right there with it. And when they cleared him on that. And
he did have a boot on yesterday.
That's good for him. It's so he doesn't have to use that calf and he can let it heal. That's what those boots are for. But man, when it happened, I thought, oh gosh, you didn't see him react to it like it was something that popped in there. You just could feel him think, oh, shoot, something ain't right. And then he didn't want to put no pressure on it.
Yeah, week to week, he's not playing against us.
And we'll take it.
And if Rappaport's saying they hope to have him back during the regular season, not a guarantee he'll play against the Jags at all this year, at least in these regular season matchups. So I don't feel bad at all. People, I want to beat them at their best. I just want to win.
Yep.
I just want to win. If they want to put the JD out there and we beat them, I'll take that. Not going to bother me in the least. If Jonathan Taylor wants to take the week off, he can do that too. Let's go to Adam in Arlington next up here on Jaguars Today. Good morning, Adam.
Hey, good morning, fellas. So I actually had a couple of things. I wanted to shake off the wet blanket with a little bit of a walk down memory lane for Dave. I want to see if he remembers this. He might not. It's totally fine. But we were talking about a specific backup quarterback coming in and lighting it up. And I remember in that 2010 season afterwards, y'all did the locker clean out, right? And you were coming to shake hands with the fans, do the autographs like y'all used to. I really wish you still did that. It's not like you guys have a choice. But so anyway, I remember Dave gave me his shoe. And at the time, he had just injured his hand. So he still had the cast on his finger and everything. And I was like, Dave, can you sign this? And I remember you looked at me, you're like, man, my hand is busted. Like, what do you want me to do? And I was like, use the other hand. I don't care. Like,
I was going to say, I believe I signed it with my left hand.
You did. And it was a memory that sticks with me for the rest of my life. Actually, it was my girlfriend at the time who got it, and her picture was on the front page of the Times-Union of you signing that cleat. And it was just such an awesome memory that I'll keep with me for the rest of my life.
Oh, that's really cool.
All right. Thank you,
Glad
Adam.
I was there for that.
Yeah, well, if we're going to go back, let's have some positivity. It's Victory
There
Monday.
you go. Yeah.
Right. Why do you feel the need to bring a wet blanket into the conversation?
Bring a better wet blanket if that's what you're going to do.
And Adam didn't bring one. He was reacting to
he brought
Mac's
a comfy. He
wet
brought
blanket.
a comfy blanket in.
Oh, look who we've drug out of the woodwork here. Saqib, where you been, man, all season long? It takes 8 and 4 to get you to call up Jaguars Today. What's going on, man?
Listen, man, I'm hiding in Keystone in the country. You know what I mean? Like, I still listen to you guys. Obviously, you know me, man. I ain't gonna miss the game. But hey, what's crazy to me is we just need to stop these penalties. The penalties are killing us with putting more points on the teams. And I'm just hoping the coaches get these guys to understand we cannot have these kind of penalties against good teams like Denver and all these teams that we're going to face next couple of weeks. I'm just hoping these penalties please stop, because it's going to kill us in a playoffs and regular season against good teams like Denver. And also one thing, Mike, if you're not going to the Jags game this week, holler at your boy, because your boy needs a ticket this week. Okay.
Oh, all right. Well, they probably have tickets available. Just letting you know. But
hey, as a matter of fact,
yes.
Jaguars.com. I don't know if it's still up. I got tickets yesterday. It was some Black Friday deal.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy got some tickets for like $50.
$50 for the pair or for each?
Each.
That's not bad.
I got
though.
3 tickets for like $157. All
right, well,
after taxes.
If you have an extra ticket or two,
I do not.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying to the audience. Sakib is on the hunt right now, so scrape together $50 and
he's right about the penalties though.
Absolutely. That is like, I don't think that's a wet blanket. That's just a reality.
No, yeah.
You know, that was a team yesterday that just goes to show you 13 penalties, 98 yards. What was it? Yeah, 98 yards. And didn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, you went handling because they were committing 10 for 86 in part. But yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, you can't go out there and commit 13 against the Colts and likely overcome that.
You don't want to keep their offense on the field because you're having penalties and you're giving them more opportunities to give the ball to Jonathan Taylor.
And wear you down.
Yeah, that's just what you don't want to do. You're going to have to play a clean game. And unfortunately, we have not played very many clean games when it comes to our penalties. I need you guys to look up some stats. What's our lowest penalty game?
KC. What do we had a 1 penalty game against the Chargers, right? I think we only had 1 in that game.
Yeah,
I want
that
to
sounds
say
right. It was like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to see what the game looked like when we don't have these kind of penalties. They look pretty good. If Kansas City was another one, there you go. Because you're going to have those kind of performances when you're playing these big-time teams.
And KC had a bunch themselves.
Yeah, let them have the penalties.
Absolutely.
We don't need to add to it.
All right, Regina, before we hit the break, last word here on Victory Monday. What's up, Regina?
Sweet Victory Monday.
Yes.
I agree with the penalties, but I think they were getting real chippy at the end, and their emotions are running high. Those 13 penalties didn't hurt them. But let's buy up all the tickets. I don't want the Colts coming. The other thing is, have you heard anything about Logan Cook threatening somebody in the media?
Oh, threatening someone in the media?
Yeah, threatening a fellow,
Yes, I saw the story. ESPN.com said that who was the guy on the Titans said Logan Cook. It was Joey, not Joey Chestnut. Who's the Chestnut backup running back special teamer?
I know Chestnut's the name.
Right. He said, the punter said he was going to kill me. So, yes, I didn't see that. I mean, it may be true. I don't know. What
and I hope, because I think he should have gotten 3 penalties called on the way he was treated yesterday. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got knocked around a little bit, but the one he got the roughing on, I didn't think it was roughing, but whatever. They hit him. We got the call. Yeah. I'll take that call.
I thought the one before it was closer to roughing than that one was, but he didn't get the call the first time. Got it the second time.
All right, Julius Chestnut. Thank you, Internet. Julius Chestnut blocked Logan Cook as the punter got a leg up to trip Titans returner Chim Dike at the end of a 47-yard return. I don't think he was trying to trip him. I think we were talking about he got blowed up.
He got blasted into tripping him.
Cook was hurt, evaluated for a concussion before returning to punt at the end of the Jaguars' next series. Obviously looked like he was favoring that left shoulder. Then he said, I was just trying to play hard. He came up to me. He said he was going to kill me. So I don't know what made him do that. Chestnut said he never got an explanation for why Cook was so mad that he came at me. That was surprising to me. I ain't ever seen nothing like that before, Chestnut said. These are quotes from the ESPN article. Cook said after the loss that he likes hitting people. He said Chestnut got the best of him in an eventful game, probably on that play, he talked with the referee at halftime. This is Logan Cook after punting from his own end zone late in the second quarter. I might have said some things that sounded rude, so I wanted to clear the air. Cook said of his talk with the referee. I don't like people having grudges against me, so kind of telling him the situation, also find out his take on what happened on that play in the end zone. But that's him talking to the ref. Did he think the ref was going to take something he said? I don't know. So I'm sure he'll get asked about it at some point this week, and we'll see how he responds.
I said to you guys earlier, Cook's a big guy.
Yes.
And it just shows you when you are not normally hitting people, that's what it looks like when you hit an NFL player. And even, no matter how big you are, they will smash you because they have a lot of tools and talents, and they just know what they're doing.
Right. So, leverage, and they know how to deliver a blow.
And so his shoulder was hurt because he stuck it in there, and he blowed it up.
He blowed it up. All right, Regina, thank you. Yes, we did see that, and,
But he's still a tough guy. I love it.
I'm sure I've heard some things were said to Jeffrey Simmons, according to Jeffrey Simmons as well. We're not going to repeat those here either.
I thought that's where you were going with all this.
No, that's a whole separate incident, Dave.
It's all off air talk.
Go search the internet yourself. All right, we like our FCC, whatever licenses we have. We want them all.
We got them all.
Right.
Probably not going to be Mike Duck
like,
this
how
week
long has he
either.
been in radio? All right, final segment coming your way on a Victory Monday, straight ahead on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars today.
For the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios at 1010XL.
I'm Elizabeth Graham, Army veteran and owner of Bright Star Care of Ponte Vedra, West Jacksonville. Veterans caring for veterans, that's where the true understanding begins. Our nurse-led team brings skilled nursing, personal care, and companionship to veterans, seniors, adults, and children right in your home. From daily tasks to advanced care, we help your loved ones stay independent and comfortable at home. Call us anytime at 904-709-4446. Bright Star Care, a higher standard.
It's a Dreamfinders Homes Monday.
Official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Some auto shops call it an inspection and flag any little thing. That's called a wallet flush. At AA Automotive, they don't play that game. They fix only what needs fixing. AA Automotive on Richard Street. Boring name, awesome service, and no wallet flush.
Hey, Hicken here. Cooler weather right around the corner, but you can extend your swim season with Surfside Pools. This month, Surfside Pools offering 10% off new pool heaters or heater replacements and installation. Keep the good times rolling, no matter the season. Upgrade your pool heating system now for months of extra enjoyment. Only from Surfside Pools, the trusted name for expert pool service. Family owned and operated. Call 246-2666 or visit surfsidepools.net.
License number CPC 044080.
Hey, it's Joe C. The chill is in the air and your backyard can still be the heart of the season. Gather your family around a beautiful outdoor fireplace from Isocurrent or Napoleon, expertly installed by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. From elegant stone fireplaces to wood burning or gas fire pits, CSS creates cozy spaces where memories are made and where every night can feel like a celebration. You dream it, they can build it. Visit their showroom or online at cssfireplaces.com.
CSS. Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Just recently, Cam Little was good from 68 yards to set an NFL field goal record. You know who else goes the distance? The team at Coil Fencing. Coil is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau and has been serving the Jacksonville community for nearly 100 years. From sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love to tough chain link for your commercial project. Coil does it all. Visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Need some extra cash for the holidays? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jack's Beach is always looking to buy guns, guitars, surfboards, tools, and you know it, gold. Get cash today at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jack's Beach.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
What racehorse won the Belmont Stakes by 31 lengths? The answer next.
When your homeowner's insurance policy is up for renewal, it's a good idea to shop around to find a better plan. Southern Oak Insurance for over 20 years provides Floridians a clear option. SouthernOak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Secretariat.
won the Triple Crown in '73, including winning the Belmont by 31 lengths.
Southern Oak Insurance, our family protecting yours.
Hey folks, Hicken here, and you know by now my go-to for spotless carpets, grout, hard surfaces, upholstery, and duct cleaning, Zero Res. We'll be having those cleaning freaks out multiple times this holiday. I trust them for my family, and you should too. But listen up, Cyber Monday only, 20% off all Zero Res cleaning services when you book today. Just call 287-5727 and mention 1010XL to snag this deal. Book Cyber Monday only, 20% off all cleaning services from Zero Res. You spell it forwards or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
After an accident, you may have an x-ray that looks normal, but you're still in pain. That's because soft tissue injuries like sprains and tears don't show up on x-rays. And if an insurance company doesn't see it, they may not believe you're hurt.
When they don't take your pain seriously, we fight back. We know doctors who are experts in diagnosing soft tissue injuries. They can help us prove that your pain is real, and we'll seek to get you paid for all of your future medical expenses.
Farah and Farah, Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, XL Primetime is coming up. We'll have a few final thoughts with David Garrard in a moment. But Joe C. in Nashville at Old Red at the airport. Joey, what are they serving up for midday at Old Red?
It's that big pig that they pull the pork off of and then drizzle it with some, whiskey-infused barbecue sauce here in the 615. And the Nashville Hot. We had all sorts of great food, kind of the staples of Nashville, be it Martin's Barbecue or Party Fowl, or of course we were hanging out at Old Red downtown. Now we're at Old Red at the airport. Omni Nashville treated us like VIPs, Mike. So it was a great time. And then of course when Jacksonville rolled in, it was cold and we didn't know exactly how they were going to play. Wasn't necessarily the prettiest game, very physical game, but they came on a business trip, kicked a little A, and came back with a dub.
Yeah, I was going to say the Titans treated us like VIPs as well. Got a few guys banged up in this game, Joe, and I think that's one concern this week, something to watch. We talked about Sauce Gardner on the other side. It's a big issue for Indy, but, Trayvon and Eric Armstead, Parker Washington, and others, but some key guys right now. Walker Little, yeah.
Yeah, I just need to ask David Garrard if a punter ever threatened to take him out, because that's at least what they're saying about Logan Cook right now.
That is the last thing I would want to hear from a punter, especially my punter.
Yeah. And so that's what Logan Cook's alleged to have said. Jeffrey Simmons said the Jags were alleged to have said other things as well. During the game. I'll leave that for XL Primetime to explore. But I imagine a healthy dose of Lane Kiffin today as well.
Oh, my gosh, yes. The drama, as the world turns, it finally turned toward Baton Rouge. That's where he's going. Whenever you say it's not about the money, it's all about the money. And he basically used Ole Miss. So, anyway, we'll dig into that big time. He's a great coach. Florida, we'll find out whether they're going to miss him or not. All I know is they went to the dollar store and got John Summerall. So we'll see how that goes with the Gators.
All right, Joey, have a great show and safe travels back home to Jacksonville.
Thank you.
All right, there he goes, XL Primetime. Coming up, earlier we had a caller who talked about, the depth and the consistency, and we never really got back to it. But the one area I think it really has shown up this year more than any is the offensive line.
Yep.
All right, I mean, Cole Van Lan is just plug and play just about anywhere, and they were down Chuma Adoga and McCary yesterday, and I thought the O-line did a respectable job. Didn't run for a ton, but I wouldn't have expected with those guys in there to be able to push Simmons and Tavondre Sweat and company around that much, Tone.
No, and I think yesterday is an example we talked about early in the show, right, David, that they want to be a team that runs the ball. They didn't run the ball a whole lot yesterday. Well, I do think there are still limitations to what they have on the offensive line. They're not a dominant offensive line. Now, they're a team that likely to be their most successful is going to have to find ways to run the ball as we go down the stretch here if they're going to find the heights of success. But it is, I thought watching that game yesterday was nice to see they didn't run the ball. That didn't affect Trevor at all, right, with the way that he played that game yesterday. And he was turning the ball over like crazy the week before. And yesterday, he didn't carry any of that into that game. Like when we talked about a month ago, basically now the coach is saying, let it go, throw it. Like that, you're seeing it.
Yeah.
With Trevor, like he's trusting what's happening in the offense right now, which I think could pay massive dividends for the team as we get into December.
Yeah, and talking about the offensive line too, the ability that they had to allow him to get the ball off in the way that he was doing yesterday, my hat goes off to them because they have had so many different starting looking offensive lines, and then they start the game with this offensive line, but then all of a sudden now it's this offensive line. And like you said, Cole Van Landen comes in and he's plug and play, and everything that they've been able to go through. We've seen some offensive lines out there that can't block anybody in the pass game or the run game. Our offensive line continues to play well and play well enough to be able to help our quarterback get the ball out of his hands. Hopefully we can get our run game going a little bit more this week, but I'm pretty sure the Colts are going to just try to take that away and make Trevor Lawrence beat them. But he's proven that he can beat people, and he can beat them even when he's not having the best game.
Well, let's hope he beats them this Sunday upcoming, and we do our 4th consecutive Victory Monday. DG, have a great week.
Thank you.
All
Sure
right.
will.
Tony Smith, Dylan Denmark, Mike Dempsey will be back tomorrow. Jeff Logman will join us for a Check the Tape Victory Tuesday. Stick around. XL Primetime coming up next on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
F you guys, bro. Like, what? Like, you're coming after me on punt. Like, whatever, bro. Like you're 1-10. Cool. And just move on.
Jaguars
Today.
from the